alias Toledo. This is Mojo in the Morning.
Oh, Mojo, he's amazing.
Live. Mojo. 30.
20.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ignition sequence start.
Let me take y'all back to the beginning.
This is it.
All right, you ready?
You're listening to Mojo in the Morning.
You're a doo-doo head.
Let's go.
Coming up in just a matter of moments, what would I have been doing if I didn't do radio? I will tell you that story. I don't think anybody will ever believe it. Kevin wants to talk about parents at their kids' events. And this is a word of warning. We need to get his mom on the phone. I want Kev's mom calling us up. And KP with I Had to Pay to See God. That's all coming up in a little bit. So you guys know just a second ago, Ashley from Waterford was the winner of Sabrina Carpenter's pit ticket. Do you want to hear one of the craziest stories ever? So she just did Spit for the Pit. Tell everybody the story about your mom, and your mom was part of one of our historic contests.
So about 14 or 15 years ago, they did the contest where it was for Front Row One Direction tickets, and they had to send pictures of their hair and everything. So my mom got chosen, and she had to do her hair like a celebrity, and it was Dr. Phil. So she shaved her head, all of her hair off for tickets for me to go to this concert.
Wow.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So your mom did it for you.
That.
You're doing it for your daughter, right? Or no?
Well, I'm not a mom.
You're not a mom.
but-
Oh, you're doing it for who then? You?
You.
Just for her. She wanted to
Why
see
don't you take your
Sabrina.
mom? Why did I think that she was? I kept saying it.
I want to see the picture of your mom with her hair shaved.
Yeah.
We got to do it then and now type of thing.
This is like kind of historic.
It is.
Full
By the way,
circle.
I hate to tell you this. We have a rule here. You cannot win a contest but once every 20 years. We have to take the tickets away from her. Should we take the tickets away from her? No, I'm just kidding. Remember the contest rule used to be? It used to be you can't win tickets in twice in the same month or something like that.
Yeah, it had to be 30 days before you won again.
It was because of some lady named Ruth who lived in Clinton Township who literally would win
won,
every
twice
contest.
a week.
It was insanity. So
Ruth.
we love you guys. We appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you guys for being here.
So
We appreciate you. Give it up for
Yes.
him.
Yes.
Sabrina Carpenter tonight
In the pit.
in the pit.
Fresh off a hospital visit. That's incredible.
Isn't that nuts? And 27 minutes away from another pair of tickets being given away. Ow, that hurts your hand when he does that.
Man, listen, I
He
feel
high
like
fives
you're
like
hard.
I feel like if you can't hear it, then there was no love attached.
you can't feel it. It's more like it. You can't feel it afterwards. All right, as I close the door. All right, it's Mojo in the Morning Show. So last night I took Lydia out for her birthday. It was her birthday, a couple weeks ago or something like that, or a week ago. And I told her for her birthday, I said, I'm going to go out with you for dinner, just you and I, and we're going to go out, and we're not even going to talk radio. I just want to get a chance just to talk to you, Lydia. We talked radio the entire time.
Of course.
Why does this not surprise me?
We were like scheduling bits and doing all this stuff. But it was so funny because we were hanging out, and it always is weird to me whenever I go out with anybody that's not my wife, because I always feel like people are thinking I'm a cheater or something like that if they know me. Like, you know what I mean? Like if it's a neighbor or it could be a listener or something like that. So I have to announce her to everybody in the entire bar
And
that
who
we're
she
at.
is, how you know her.
Yeah. By the way, this is my producer, Lydia, and I'm sitting on the other side of the table. I just want you to know this.
It's almost like you got to wear those T-shirts with the arrow. It says, "This is my producer."
Yeah. Or you know how it's like, they always have like a couple of things. So we were having a conversation, and it got to us talking religion, because in God, because Lydia and I are both Catholic, and we both raised Catholic. She's obviously, I think, a little bit more Catholic than I am, because I was the Christmas and Easter guy. But I'm a believer. Okay.
Yeah.
But it got to a point where I said to her something that made her almost like literally pass out. And I don't know if I've ever told this story on the air. I might have, and all the time that we've been on the air, I probably have. Do you guys know that I actually almost went to the seminary?
I don't believe it.
What? Really?
Were they giving away something for free?
No. It was when I was a kid. I used to, and I can call Aunt Pat right now, and Pat will explain this to you.
You went to a really religious school, right?
So I went to a Catholic school. I went to St. Mike's, and then I went to Marist High School, and so
Which is religious.
Was a religion. Yeah, it was a Catholic school. And when I was younger, and I think that a lot of it was my dad would have loved, my mom would have loved for somebody in our family to be a nun or a priest, which is wild to think that. Pat.
Hiya, Pat.
Hi.
Good morning.
Pat, these guys are, Kevin especially, are doubting. When I was a kid, what was it that I wanted to be that nobody will ever believe?
A priest.
See that? Isn't
He
that
didn't
crazy?
prep you, did he? Is this real?
He used to play church, and my mom made us be the people in the church.
I would be.
No
Oh yeah, my
way.
brothers and sisters would be the altar boys and altar servers and stuff like that.
So when did you make the decision that like this is not your?
So Father Mike O'Connell took Brad Yeager, Brian Yeager, and myself to go to Mundelein, Illinois, the seminary at Mundelein, Illinois, when we were looking for schools to go to. And he brought us there to show us the seminary as a way of saying, hey, this is kind of where it all starts if you wanted to do this thing. And the entire ride there, we were all like excited about the idea of, hey, this is kind of cool. Brad and Brian, my best buddies in the world, Pat knows this, and still are. And we got there and literally we're walking around, and about 5 minutes into this thing, we all looked at each other and go, there are no girls here. Like, these situations. But it was, I know, we should have realized that. But we also then got to eat in the cafeteria, and it was an amazing cafeteria. But there was one point, Pat, do you remember this when we went to that?
I think I do. I vaguely remember.
And Brian and Brad played it up the whole time. I played it up the whole time. We're like, this is it. But we literally looked at each other at one point when Father Mike was in there and all the priests and bishops and all the rest of those people weren't there. And we looked at him and go, don't sign anything. I said, do not sign anything. Do not agree to anything. Don't do anything like this. We were all like, there's no way we can do it. We're all sticking with this together, and we're all going to go home and stop doing this. We ended up going to Catholic school instead. So our parents sent us to Marist, and we ended up going to Marist High School. But if I wasn't doing this right now, I quite possibly could be your parish priest at, our Mother of Sorrows or Refuge or wherever. I don't know.
Couldn't believe it.
Which, by the way,
Yeah.
I truly could see you doing.
Could
it.
you?
Yeah, I really could.
I
I really could.
Pat, could you have seen me as a priest?
I think so. I think you would have been good at doing your homilies because you like to talk.
You know what? Nobody would fall asleep, and if they fell asleep, I'd call them out if I was there.
You would be like Father Pat Brennan.
Oh, he was
when
the
you give
best.
Your homilies.
This guy he was a parish priest of ours, and we all would pray that Father Pat was saying mass, because if he said mass, he was funny, like he was entertaining to listen to. I want to ask this question: if you weren't doing blank, what are you doing? Like, I wanted to do blank, but now I'm doing blank. Is there anybody as extreme as I wanted to be a priest, and now I'm a DJ that busts cheaters and talks about crazy crap on the radio here?
I don't know if I could see you like full priest, but I definitely could see you like doing the confessional part.
You think
like the confessional part, like listening in and like.
That's because he's nosy.
I think I'm going to leave.
Ding ding ding.
I think I'm going to leave this and become a strip mall pastor. I'm going to start my own church.
Strip mall pastor.
Yeah. There's a couple empty strip malls in Waterford that I might take. KP, you ran in here.
Okay, I don't know if you guys know this, but like 2 weeks before I ever had an opportunity in radio, I was going to enlist in the military.
Were you really?
Yes.
Wow.
I was so close.
What branch?
G.I. Jane.
I was going to try and be an officer in the Air Force because I really wanted to travel and do like the videography and the cinematography, like in the helicopters. I wanted to be a part of like the I don't know. I just wanted to have like a different vibe.
That is so cool.
KP, that is amazing. That would be that. I mean, obviously we're happy that you didn't, but what a cool career that would have been.
I don't know. I was in a weird place of life where I just really wanted to do something like bigger than myself. And then I also was like at the time like very in shape. So I was like, oh, this will be cool to do basic training and like learn all this stuff. So
that's really cool.
844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548. Do you guys have any careers?
I mean, I always wanted to be a pediatrician until I was like, I did a job shadow and passed out at the sight of blood. So I knew that was not my calling anymore. But if you have listened to the show for quite some time, you know, before I signed on the dotted line to be a part of the Mojo in the Morning show, I was supposed to go on The Bachelor. So I would have been a reality
TV star.
Star. I'm saying that in quotation.
I mean, I always wanted to be an actor. Like ever since I was a child, that's what I wanted to do, or be in the entertainment space. Blessed to be in that. But if I could go back, I think I would really go hard at my job at Subway. Like,
really?
I think I
like
could
owning
really,
a Subway or managing a Subway?
I don't know, like move up the ranks. I was a sandwich artist, bro. I used to take pride in that. I used to go hard on that.
We need to go back and visit your.
I'm telling you, my turkey had to be folded a certain way.
I want you to prove it.
Cold.
Pat, I'm going to let you go. I love you. God bless you, my daughter or my sister or whatever. I'm doing the sign of the cross. I'm doing the same.
Bye, Pat.
Bye. I'll talk to you.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye. What's going on, Mojo in the morning? Hi, Sydney.
Hi, first time, long time.
Hey, Sydney's on the phone.
Sydney, what's happening? What was it that you wanted to do, and what are you doing?
I have always said that if my life played out any differently, I would go be a pilot. I'm currently a nanny.
Oh, you know what? Have you ever thought about taking flying lessons?
I have, but I'm tied down here. But if I wasn't, I would be a pilot for sure.
All right. You know what? You could still do it. That would be a cool career. What's up, Leslie? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? First time caller, long time.
Hey there.
Leslie on the phone.
So it's funny. The last caller said she would have been a pilot. When I was 17, I wanted to go into the military and be into the Air Force, and I wanted to be a fighter jet pilot. But I had a child at a very young age, at 17. So instead, I started raising my family. But I wanted to be a veterinarian.
Yeah.
And instead, now I'm a business owner and I rehab houses in Detroit.
Oh,
okay.
I'm also a minister at City Covenant Church.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay.
Where's that church?
City Covenant is at Stout and Schoolcraft on the west side of Detroit. Pastor Thomas. Shout out to Pastor Thomas.
Yes. Hold on. I'll give him an air horn. Or no. What do I got to give him? I got to give him Amen. Thank you for the call. Christina, hi.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. Say hello to Father Mojo. Wouldn't that be amazing? Father Mojo.
Don't you feel so comfortable in that Pope costume when we do
when I put it on, I kind of get excited. I'm like, oh my God. What's going on? What was it that you wanted to do, and what are you now?
So I am kind of like in it currently. I majored and got my degree in broadcasting and have been working in broadcasting, and now I'm like, my life needs to go in what I originally wanted to do, and I'm going to grad school for conservation biology.
Oh, wow. That's great. What are you doing broadcasting wise?
I used to actually work for different PBS affiliates, and it was super fun, and I started working on a conservation show, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I want to do, so I'm doing the crazy career.
Oh, good
That's
for
good.
you.
Yeah, that's
good
amazing.
for you.
Good for you, and thank you for calling. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
Stacy, you wanted to be a surgeon?
A neonatologist, which is basically preemie baby surgeon.
Oh, wow.
I started to go to medical school, decided to change my major. I now own a daycare, and I'm actually enrolled in school to go back to get my degree in mortuary science.
Oh,
that's
my
awesome.
God.
What?
She just unlocked the core memory. When I was younger, that's a little bit of what I wanted to do. They used to have a show on HBO at like 4 or 5 in the morning that would come on, and it would be a guy who was like a doctor, and he would have a dead body in front of him, and it was like theater and around, and he used to have audience members in a circle, and he would talk about opening up bodies and using like the little Y cord, and he was like, I don't know what he was, but yeah. I'm sorry.
That would
That
be
just
like
really
more
hit me.
of somebody doing an autopsy. I don't think I will be doing the autopsies. I will just be basically doing embalming.
Way to crush my
prepping the body.
But wouldn't that be unbelievable? Though, like to,
No.
like what?
You don't think so?
No, you wouldn't want to be around dead bodies. No. Shannon, what's up?
Hi. I wanted to be a professional singer. I went to DSA. Shout out to Kev.
Yeah, shout out DSA.
Woohoo! See you, Achiever. But I even had an opportunity at a country record deal, and I ended up not doing it. I got scared. I wouldn't be okay with hate sites, like because they didn't like me or anything. And now I'm a music teacher, and I sing opera around.
That's incredible.
Plymouth and stuff.
That's incredible. So how old are the kids that you teach?
K5.
Wow, that's great.
We got to hear something.
Yeah, I'm dying
come on.
to hear a little country
come
or
on.
opera.
A little country or a little opera?
Yeah.
All right, let me think. Oh, something like that.
Okay. I mean, hey, that was good. That was, for being put on the spot, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Ashley's got the capper of cappers. If you think me wanting to be a priest, but being a dumb radio DJ is something, Ashley, what is it that you wanted to be, and what do you do?
I wanted to be a drug lord.
You wanted to be a drug lord?
I did. I just had this image of me, like, by a pool in Las Vegas with just, like, all this cocaine, money. And I'm, like, super into mob movies, and so I just always wanted to do that.
And what are you doing?
I'm a college professor.
Come on. That's unbelievable.
What do you teach?
English.
Oh, wow. That's great. I wanted to be a drug lord. She had it all down pat, too, what she was going to be doing, man. She was going to be busting out some money, but she's a college professor right now. We love it. Well, thank you. I think you chose better.
Thank you.
It keeps you out of trouble.
Mojo. He likes big butts, and he cannot lie. This is Mojo in the Morning.